Hello everyone, welcome back. This is 1940, turn 5. It is now the UK and Far East Command's turn. Things are really shaking up in Europe. So let's get, Europe and the Pacific, so let's get to it. Alright, purchases. Great Britain is purchasing a fighter, 2 tanks, a transport with a complement of infantry and artillery. The Far East Command is paying off the 5 damage to their major factory, buying an anti-aircraft gun and an infantry. Alright, we got quite a few attacks this turn. So in Europe, the British Army is going to take a chance and send a couple units to try and liberate Paris from the Germans. 2 of the transports up in the North Sea, from these 4 transports, 2 are going to come to 111, each take 1 infantry, and 1's going to go to Denmark, and 1's going to invade Norway. And that is the attacks on the European side. And then on the Pacific side, the Far East Command is going to send their infantry from Malaya back to the Shan State. And the Royal Navy Squadron is going to loop around this Japanese defender and go 1, 2, 3, and they're going to try and attack the remnants of the Kido Butai over there off of Formosa. So, we're on the Pacific side. We'll just stay on the Pacific side. So, we'll do the battle. Let's see here. Oh, no, this time I can remember. Alright, so I think with Japan, to aid our defenses, we're probably going to use up... We'll use 3 of our kamikazes. And kamikazes, if I remember correctly, I might have to pull out the rule book really quick here. I think it's 2 or less. But I need to double check. Sorry guys, I thought I could have swore I had this down. Yeah, 2 or less. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to spend 3 of the Japanese kamikazes in hopes of maybe defeating the Brits before they even get a chance to go. Ooh, nothing from the kamikazes. Alright, so the Brits are going into this attack. They have a destroyer for 2. Miss. A cruiser for 3. Wow, and a battleship for 4. Okay, well the Japanese will take that on their cruiser. Alright, and then the Japanese have 3 carriers for 2. Oof. 1. Their cruiser for 3, miss, and their battleship for 4. Oh no. Or no, actually, we'll take that on the British battleship. Okay, so Britain is left with a battleship, a damaged battleship, and a cruiser. I mean, it's not a lot. I mean, I don't know if I should break the balance of the Royal Navy here on a victory, You know what? Fortune favors the bold. Screw it. Even if we lose the whole fleet, at least we're aiding the Americans. Alright, cruiser for 3. Miss, battleship for 4. Oh no. Alright, 3 carriers. Miss, and the battleship. Yep. Okay, yep. I think we'll just pull back. We'll take the Royal Navy. We'll take this damaged battleship, and he'll come and join the Americans over here. And then, like I said, so that was kind of a dismal battle. Then, like I said, down here, the Far East Command will go back into the Shan State against the Japanese. Take that off. Okay, so that's everything in the Pacific. Yep, so that's the Far East Command in the Pacific. Now we'll go over to Europe. So we can start with the two. We always start with the two freebies of being able to get Norway and Denmark. So now we control the Baltic states. So that's five more from Germany and 5 to Britain. Okay. And then now for the battle for France, there is an anti-aircraft gun, so the British fighter will be fired against. So let's see. It misses. All right, so they have, so it's 2 infantry, an artillery, and a fighter. So 1 infantry for 1, miss, infantry, artillery for 2, hit. We'll take it on the anti-aircraft gun, and the artillery, or in the fighter for 3. All right, that's it. All right, and then the Germans fire back, artillery for 2, miss. Well, there you have it, folks. Germany, I think, has lost the war in Europe. Paris has been captured by the Brits and has been liberated. France will immediately deploy 3 mechanized infantry into the territory. The British fighter will go back to West Germany. Okay, and then I think France is at 8 now. Let's see if they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all right, so France goes to 9 IPC and have deployed their 12 free units. Okay, so now to non-combats for Great Britain, because that was all their attacks. So the 2 remaining transports will come to 110, pick up the 3 infantry and mech, and bring them to Western Germany to bulk up the defenses there. So now there is no more 1st Army Group on the UK. All right, so they have Norway and Denmark. Over here in Africa, or here, let's come here for Africa. Okay, the 8th Army Group is going into Alexandria, leaving the French infantry and this Aussie infantry. This anti-aircraft gun and infantry are going to hop onto this transport. And the transport's going to go 1, 2, 3. And it is going to transfer an infantry and an anti-aircraft gun over to the Far East Command. Put this on there. The transport here, we'll just come back here for now. And then, let's see here. I think, let's see here. What do I want to do with the Ark? Well, the Ark Royal will be transferred to the Far East Command as well. We'll transfer him to the Far East Command. And then this guy down in Kenya will head up to the Sudan. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. And take this cruiser. I'm gonna put it in 97. No, actually, I'm going to keep this cruiser down here off of Malta. At least keep protected for now. Okay. That should be all my non-combats. So we'll deploy. So, first off, since we're right here, in Egypt, The Brits are going to deploy that transport infantry artillery. And then in Persia, they're going to deploy 2 tanks and a fighter. Okay, and then for the Far East Command, factories repaired with an anti-aircraft gun and infantry, and I meant to move these 2 infantry up into the 9th Army group as well. So I will chip that out real quick. Whoops. So chip him out. So the 9th Army group is recovering some of its strength after the Japanese attack earlier in the turn. All right, so then at the end of the turn, Great Britain will get 36 plus the 5 for having all their territories. So Britain will get 41, and the Far East Command will get 14, but it does not have Kwangtung, so only the 14. And then, real quick note, because I forgot for the Americans. So the Americans deployed their 2 tanks and fighter in West Germany, and then deployed the Midway and its destroyer escorts here in the Western United States. All right, so that's it for Great Britain, guys. We will now kick it over to the Italians. So until then, guys, take care.